cool. It's usually based on how you actually run the game. Like I said, unlimited hints, camera in the room, game masters that are like happy and smiling at you and treat you nicely, not like you call on the radio and they're like, what do you need? What do you want? I'm just like, come on, man. Like, if you can have some more enthusiasm and be better. So that's why I make sure all the game masters here are like very, very catered towards those things, which I thought I would always want in a escape room, because I've played escape rooms before where I was in the last puzzle and then they were like they start off the game and they're like, you only have one hint, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's kind of rough, but whatever. And then we play the game and we literally lost with like 15 seconds left, and we had almost the right answer, and then we just kind of did it wrong. And if they just told us like, do that slightly differently, then we would have got it instantly. But we didn't, and then we were like kind of let down. Like, oh, sorry, you lost by 10 seconds. Too bad for you guys. Why don't you come back and try again? Like, I'm not going to pay for that stupid escape room again. There's no way. So the only thing I'm going to do is be slightly upset and bitter about it. I'd rather, because I guess I know for sure there are some people who would prefer to lose. We take surveys of the guests and stuff and ask them to fill it out. There's a small percentage of people who say we would rather lose and be given a certain amount of hints than not, but it's not enough. I think it was like, I don't remember it was just a low percent on the little pie chart. So in the end, most people would rather be pushed along if they have to, just for the sake of more fun, because the fun score is all that matters.
For sure. I mean, there's some rooms where where you have the 3 hints and then you're kind of penalized. After the 3 hints, it's like, if you have time or something, knock off like a minute or 5 minutes or something. It's like, well then like.
Sometimes those escape rooms that do that, they just they're actually probably not even knocking off time. They're just making it feel like tactic. Or it makes it just feel like it is, so that you have to make sure that your hints are more important and you're not wasting time, because the overall fun of escape rooms too is to feel like you need to be rushed, and feel like there's a time limit on stuff. Because I definitely, when I first opened the Overground 2, at there's a period of time where the music, there's nothing scary, there's nothing like intense that happened. The music was literally spa, like relaxation, jungle tunes or whatever, bird sounds. And so I remember some people played it and they were just like, man, I've never been so relaxed in an escape room before. And I was like, you had 7 seconds left, and they're like, oh, that's cool. But if there was another type of theme, it would have been like, you got 10 seconds left, hurry up, And so it's more fun when you're pushed like that, the second one.
I think, from my personal opinion, obviously, the most fun that I've had in an escape room where, and even I don't even think it was like, I think it was more than 60 minutes. I think it was like 75. 75 or 80. But you don't worry about the time. Right. So I find myself, and even with my team, like, hey, like, guys, we have like 20 minutes left, like 10 minutes left, right? Because we're looking at our watches or whatever. But to the rooms where it's just like, we're going through and it's like we've done so much, like I don't even know. The concept of time is just kind of not there. And until when we finished the room, like, oh yeah, you guys had like 10, 15 minutes left. Like, what? Like, it was just like the flow, the story of it. You're so immersed where it's just like you're just, I guess, having fun. You know what I mean? I strongly agree. That's one of the things that I was like, oh, I don't like how they do this. We should do that. So I had a clock in the first escape room that the invention room, but it was just a giant like clock that was like digital timer, and after that I never put a timer in another room. So none of the rooms that we have timers. There's no point. It kills the immersion. Yeah, there are some escape room owners that have said like you should have timer but cater it to the room, like set. Like these like candles. I think one of the famous ones was like these candles blow out over time. Yes.
Somewhere, I don't know where that's at, but they were like every like 10 minutes one of the candles blows out because the ghost is going to kill you or something.
Atlantis, wasn't it?
I don't know. That one, or some like sort of bar that goes down or something, or some sort of like thing happens in a window that like the world changes or something. So those kind of things make it so that it's better. But if you can't do that, or if you don't have the like creativity to do that, then there's no point. You might as well just not. And also it's like, just like, I mean, where in reality, like, as far as immersion, usually you wouldn't have a timer. So you can, we give them heads up on time. Like we tell them, oh, it's been 45 minutes. Like, do you guys need any assistance or something? Or, oh, you're halfway there, like that. So, which is more realistic to the actual experience of the game.
Yeah. So. I think, and even then, you mentioned for some rooms where it's like, especially like the intense, like scary rooms.
Yeah.
Where it's like someone's consistently like, hey guys, you have 15 minutes left, or they'll do like every 15-minute check-ins, like, hey guys, like, it's like, shouldn't you know, like, you're watching us, aren't you? Like, you should know where we're at in the puzzle or the room. Like, why are you asking?
Yeah.
And that kills the immersion too. And even we just recently did a room where it's like they were consistently like, we're looking around, right? We literally, I think it was like 2 or 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
You're like, did you guys look at the phone? Like, maybe if you you pick up the phone, like a spirit will contact you.
Yeah. So there's only 2 reasons why you would do that. The first one is because you have a game master who's super lazy and wants to get you out so they can leave. Yeah, so they can leave and so they can do nothing or something, like play on the phone or go on break or something like that, which is super messed up because they're not concerned with your overall fun. Yeah. And then the second reason is because you might actually have been behind, and the person hosting you thinks that you will have more fun if you're pushed along faster, because there is some period of frustration, like with puzzles.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's I always say, like, the 7-minute rule is like the time that's like the perfect time to have been solving a puzzle where you're not going to be frustrated and you have the most fun. Yeah. Actually, I need to draw. I wish I had like a graph or something, but I have like fun and like time, and the it's fun and time, and the graph goes like, it goes like a bell curve. Yeah, it's a bell curve. Fun. Fun and time. So it's like a bell curve, right? So at like the 7-minute point, it's like peak fun, and a certain amount of time has passed, like around 7 minutes. But if you solve the puzzle too early, you won't have that much fun. But if you solve the puzzle like 10 or 15 minutes later, you won't have fun. You'll just solve the puzzle, because you'll get to a point where you're just like, oh, I was supposed to look at or answer the phone. Okay, whatever. I answer the phone real quick. What's the next puzzle, right? You won't be like, oh, the phone, you gotta answer the phone, Right. So you need a certain amount of time to get to the point. And so if the game master's good, or if usually the owner's hosting it and the owner knows, like, they care about the room and they want the player to have fun, because not only does it translate to more sales in the future, it's just they care about the game that they made and they want people to enjoy it. Right. So it's usually, like I said, either type of game master. Yeah. The second one is better to have. They just have to do it in a way that doesn't make the person feel stupid or feel that they're like rushed. Right. So it's like instead of just being, hey, why don't you guys look at the phone? Just be like, hey, would you guys like assistance or something? Or, is that you're asking them. Right. You're not forcing hints. Of course, at some point though, you have to, using the graph, you have to, as a game master, you have to be like, is it worth it to give them an answer or ask them for a hint? Because what if they keep denying hints and they're just making themselves like. Sometimes I think that the players, it's like they don't know what's good for them. give them a hit, like let them, because the game is made in a way that has like most fun for the most amount of players played in a certain way, of course. Yeah. There could be a group that's extremely stubborn that like is solving some puzzle that may be easy, but they're denying all hints, and it's like at that point they're just going to get really, really, really upset. And
hardcore enthusiasts, we're talking to you guys.
Yeah, they'll get hardcore upset and blame the puzzle, and it's not like it's not a perfect puzzle because it's catered towards the masses of people, not to them, because their thought process might be different, and that's why hints are kind of needed anyways, because not everyone thinks the same way, and so the hint is a way to kind of balance out how people think and then give them some sort of like extra help to push them to solve the puzzle. And so as a purely enthusiast, it's a whole different market than normal players. But like as a good player, you should also realize like, oh, the way that I can have the most bang for my buck, which is have the most fun, is to play the game how they think that it should be.